Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves, bang at the bell. God bless.
He has his man strength now. Diaz trying to do work on the inside.
That's exactly what Diaz needs to do. He needs to get inside, work the body, and bag up and continue to bag up Stevenson.
Straight left hand to the body from Stevenson, and then a left hand up top.
Like I said, Stevenson needs to get respect of Diaz.
Those front lead feet can be an issue. We just saw it moments ago as Diaz closed the gap and stepped on that right foot of Stevenson. Watch for that. Now with that lead foot to the outside, he tried to fire off a right-handed Diaz. Goes sweeping upstairs with that right hand. Flicks out the jab.
Freddie told me that Shakur needs distance, and he steps back to throw that jab. And the key for Pitufo Diaz is to fight middle in, not to give him that distance.
The right hand coming behind the jab from Diaz. Sweeping left hand, backs it up with another to Stevenson.
And I'm waiting on Shakur to time him with something underneath, something surprising. Both hands, but Shakur's ready to strike. If Diaz makes a mistake and walks straight in, Shakur will have firepower for him just like that. Like he's doing right now against Diaz.
Or left right now, Stevenson with 24 total punches right now to Diaz's 13. Shakur Stevenson, what is he setting him up for, Tim?
He's setting him up for him to walk into a shot.
Good combination from Stevenson. And he's touching him to the body well. Oh, look at that. A straight left hand to the body and then a right hook to the body from Shakur Stevenson. By far his best work so far.
But he needs to set it up behind the jab. You have to give the young gun Stevenson something to worry about. Great
straight left hand. Have to get to work, smother him, be on the attack a bit. And look at Stevenson having it his way here in round 3.
Now, you're not going to get it that easy. Stevenson is a wizard in the ring. You see Diaz now trying to close the gap. Yeah, every time the fight is outside. Just pay attention to that.
Watch that left leg of Diaz. There it is right there,
There
Timmy.
it
Look at
is,
that.
yep.
It's right on top of that lead right foot of the Olympian.
You know who used to do that? Marquez used to do that against Manny Pacquiao all the time. Step on that lead foot. Keep Manny Pacquiao still.
The straight right hand from Diaz.
It was a grazing blow.
And look at the hand speed with these left hands to the body from Shakur. He has been placing the straight left hand to the body consistently. Now he throws an uppercut in the mix.
It's just beautiful work by Stevenson. But Diaz is always dangerous because he has that left hook right there just on the shoulder of Stevenson. Stevenson can't get relaxed at any moment in this ring with Diaz.
You know, Shakur Stevenson spent quality time out in Colorado Springs with Terrence Bud Crawford. They have become somewhat of boxing brothers. It's always about respect when it comes to Bud Crawford. You heard Christina ask him about headlining a pay-per-view at MSG in this kind of a place on this kind of a stage. Round number 5 here between the undefeated Shakur Stevenson in the gold, who just took a little bit of a forearm at the end of that right hand from the recent title challenger, Christopher Diaz.
This is the former title challenger against Ito. And Diaz and Stevenson right now is making him look ordinary with the hand speed, controlling the distance, just being smart.
Bernardo, what is Freddie Roach saying in the corner of Christopher Diaz?
Put Shakur Stevenson in the corner and through combinations. He told me, I'm used to having the faster, powerful southpaw, but that's the only way he's going to turn the tide.
He is trying to close that space. Shakur utilizing those great hands.
I told you, he knows every aspect of the ring. That's why I say he's ready for it. He got hit with a big shot right there.
Right hand from Diaz.
Let's see if he can land that shot again against Stevenson.
Good combination from Shakur.
I don't care where we are in the ring. This is my ring. And I'm going to dominate it, every aspect of it.
He's right in that pocket going to the belt line. Diaz tries to return with a left hand to the belt line. There's another left uppercut as we come to the halfway point scheduled for 10.
And Diaz continuously stepping on, if he purposely stepping on the front foot of Stevenson, and now having some success
Off his head. Stop.
by closing the gap on Stevenson.
Oh, that was a nice shot, that left hand. Maybe the most effective punch so far tonight.
You know, for a split second, it kind of shuts off and then comes back on. The light shut off just for a split second.
Don't remind me of that sentence.
Beautiful shots by Stevenson. Yeah,
Look at this. Look at the combination work, Tim.
he still got to be careful.
Sure does. That was a good example of it right there. Opened up.
Diaz still has that eraser, that left hook. Right now, he's placing it downstairs to the body, trying to bring the hands down to Stevenson. And he's looking to make a home for it upstairs. Stevenson better be careful. He can weather the storm and just throw one punch. The left hook. As Stevenson is in the pocket.
As pure with the Olympic pedigree. Lopez early on has showed us dynamic electric power. So you get the best of both here tonight before we get to Bud Crawford.
Nice body shot from Diaz. Coming around that lead elbow of Stevenson. Ooh.
Been dynamic for years and years, but this is the biggest stage that you can have in the game. Pay-per-view, Saturday night, MSG, and the talk-about fight so far this year in boxing. Has been an ascendant pro. Earlier this year, really looked like he grew into it a lot. Many said this was a poor management decision to make it a nasty prize fight. But look at the CompuBox numbers so far, a 122 to 56 connect advantage for Shakur.
You're saying it's a poor management? No, I think it's a poor management on Diaz's part.
Would you look what's going on with the lead feet here?
Yeah, he's doing it purposely, and the ref is not saying anything about it.
Gary Rosado is our veteran referee tonight. Have Ron Lipton in the Lopez fight, and then David Fields gets the call for the World Championship.
You know, Diaz fought for the World Championship.
He's all the way on his ankle almost.
and
then he returns it.
Returns it.
Would you look at the lead feet here, folks? That was outrageous, Tim. I'm sorry to interrupt. That was...
They're doing it to each other, but that's the young gun right there saying, okay, you want to do that? I can do it right back to you. He's not trying to give an edge to Diaz in this fight. You know, all that beating on your chest, come on, hoorah, hoorah stuff. So anyways, as I was saying that for Diaz, came back, had one fight, and now he's fighting against one of the most skillful fighters in this division. Not with just one fight, but maybe a couple of fights to get back in title contention. Not fight one of the most skillful young fighter, rising stars in boxing. Not using his jab to get close. That's always been the problem with Diaz, even when his Ito fight. You know, looking to load up with one shot. See him not anchoring down with that right hand as he throws it, leaving himself exposed. And you think it's a big overhand right again. There it is. So predictable.
From the outrageously entertaining Teofimo Lopez. Meanwhile, the other 21-year-old who has been lighting up everything online in the sport is right here, Shakur Stevenson.
You know, he knows every aspect of the ring. He stepped inside, grabbed a hold of Diaz, and didn't allow him to work inside.
It has been a dominating performance by Shakur. Many didn't think that would be the case, but as we look at our ringside scores, Dan Raphael and Steve Kim from ESPN.com both have it as a clean sweep for Shakur Stevenson. And lands it all. He is going to be headed towards the second loss of his career. Nothing but a clear path to greater things to come.
Absolutely. And like I said,
not even a speed bump, Timmy.
Not yet. It's not over yet, you know. You see the frustration from Diaz, the quick footwork of Stevenson. He won every round, in my opinion.
Diaz coming in strong, and he took a short right hand.
Yep. You won this fight. Be smart. Keep your hands high. When he gets close, tie him up.
Break! No punch it. I got you. Break! Break!
Let's just come in clean. Don't make me get involved. Don't make
Watch
me
the
take
feet.
a point
Watch
here.
the feet.
Yeah, that's just Stevenson not giving an inch, even in the last few seconds of this round, minute of this round.
16 knockouts in 24 wins. Diaz frustrated. Shakur hands up.
He's afraid of what's going to come if he does step in.
Or what's about to come. So we saw one version of the guy who people think is the next great one, Shakur Stevenson. A master at his craft now at 21 years old in the featherweight division.
Judge Letterman scores it 100-90. Judge Morgan 99-91. And Judge Pasquale scores it 98-92. All in favor of the winner by way of unanimous decision. And now both the IBF Continental and the new NABO Featherweight Champion. From Brick City, Shakur Stevenson.